Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your mini monthly tarot reading for the month of December. My name is Jennifer with Aqua Mood for those of you that are new. Also, as a general reminder, I've already pre-shuffled and meditated with all the decks so that we can get started right away. If you find that this message resonates with you, I invite you to check out the collective energy clearing that I do at the end of all the readings every month. I'm also very curious to see what comes up for you guys, as this is the last monthly reading of the year before we start a whole new year. And some of the messages that were coming through in the pre-shuffle is maybe feeling a little bit like hopeless. Like if it's not one thing, it's another thing, then another thing. Like it's always something type of energy. So maybe a need to cultivate a quietness and an inner peace. So cliche, but to help you navigate the constant uncertainties. So let's see what comes up for you guys, and then I'll disclose more messages as needed. All right, the beginning of the month, you have the Sun card. And this is illumination. This is happiness. It's celebration. It's joy. So you are, or you do have available to you all these happy energies for you to tune into, whether it's with yourself, with friends, with family. So the beginning of December is looking pretty good. Yeah, and then you have Nine of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. And so this is an energy of getting something what you want. For some of you guys, you're getting like a wish, something you've been meaning to have or wanting to have for some time. It may be something big or maybe something much smaller, but nonetheless, it's something that brings you happiness and joy. It might be that you are just feeling really good about a certain situation, and so the first beginning of the month is very happy. And then in the second week of the month, you have Two of Discs. And so this is an energy talking about you having to juggle multiple things. You might be busy with home stuff, with family stuff, with work, preparing for the holidays, whatever that might be. But it's an energy of juggling nonetheless. But it's saying that you got this, you can do it, you can manage multiple things at once without having to put one thing down. And you have the Moon card coming up for you in the second week. And so Moon card is inviting you to tap into your intuition to navigate this week. But it's also, things might be a little bit clouded or a little bit foggy, or you might not be seeing things fully clearly. While in the first week you have like the illumination of the sun, in the second week you have the Moon card, right? And so this is asking you to shift gears into a more like feeling space and trusting your intuition a little bit more versus just seeing things as at face value, like in the first week. But you have Six of Wands coming up for you in the third week. And this is a card of celebration. It is a card of success. It is a card of forward movement. And so you are being successful at something that you may have started. Either way, it's a card of triumph. It is balanced. It is fiery. Like it's a celebration card as well. You also have sun energy backing backing this card again. And you have Four of Swords, which is really interesting because it's like you have the success of this card, and then you have like the quietness of a Four of Swords. And so you can see that Four of Swords is a card asking you to take time out to meditate, asking you to take time out to rest, to recharge, to fill your own cup, to engage in things that nourish your spirit. It is also asking you to make time or to start considering things that you're ready to cut out of your life, things that you might want to let go of. This is a card about you in introspection. It's a card about checking in with yourself. And then you have the Five of Swords coming up for you at the end of the month. And so this energy is a little bit more difficult. It is something like how it's explained in this card. They use the bee as a metaphor, as like something that might sting, something that might be hurtful to you. And we'll pull another card to get clarification on this, but this is coming up for you. Oh my God. And then you have Six of Cups. And this is a card of, it's a card of celebration. It's a card of happiness. It's a card of balance. It's another 6 card. And this card is the six of Wands, is very balanced in its success, such as the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is also talking about being in a space of where you're like equally giving and taking, equally giving emotionally, and receiving back equally as much. So before I pull a card on this one, I want to note how much polarity like you are experiencing within you right now, and it's being expressed through the month of December. It's like you have sun and like moon, you have day, you have night, you have joy, you have shadow, you have like celebration, but you have like parts that are still hurtful. You like it's like time to be alone, but time to be with others, time to be alone, time to like share your celebration. And it's like there is this polarity that is making you feel a little bit chaotic, I would say. So let's pull a card on this one before we move forward with the oracle cards. But when you're being pulled in like such polar opposite ways, it's normally there for like your personal growth. It's like you're being pulled and stretched. All right, so let's see for this Five of Swords card. Okay. It's nothing you can't handle. Like the medicine for this card is being like you're being asked to still stand in your power, still allow yourself to embrace like the creative energies that are available to you from the week before, still using your intuition, and striking a balance between those two energies. You're even being asked to work on raising your vibration throughout the month of December to help ease whatever the situation might be for you. But I'm also getting that it's only one area of your life, because you still have access to happiness throughout the entire month of December. But again, you're experiencing polarities. In the first week, you have surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So, Scorpio, it looks really fun and happy at the beginning of the month, but this is kind of coming in as a message of like being very mindful of maybe your coping mechanisms, being mindful of maybe partying a little bit too hard, if you will. Just a lot of awareness, and you are being asked to pay attention to where you might still be coping or holding on to addictive traits, patterns, behaviors. You've got surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for your relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own feeling. So, any potential situation, I'm getting it's talking about this moon card, any situation that has you possibly in your feelings, any situation that's got you clouded or off centered, it's probably because you are tuning into other people and making other people responsible for your well being. It's like, well, if only such and such had it together, then my life would be so much better. But this is again you giving away your power to something or someone outside of you. So the medicine is always like to turn your gaze back to yourself. You have surrendered to your soul's path in the third week. And it says your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Again, any polarities that you're feeling, it's because you are being pushed towards your growth, especially in the third week. If there is something that you've been meaning to try or go to, or something that you've been working on, right? You have that forward movement coming in the third week. And you've got surrender to non-action in the fourth week. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So to me, this is talking about this potential situation or dynamic that might be a little bit hurtful that you might be dealing with towards the end of the month. And this is kind of coming in to say, don't jump to conclusions. Make sure that you have all your facts straight. Make sure that you're communicating when you need to, but no needing to rush or force or make anything happen, especially at the end of the year. You are being guided towards your soul path, so it is okay for you to take it gently and easy. But again, there are multiple messages coming through for you, and you still have happiness available to you, regardless of what's coming up. So I'm going to pull one chakra card to close out your reading. And it is a heart chakra stone for rose quartz, and it says self-love. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. So this to me is talking about you practicing self-love for the entire month of December, getting very clear on what that means to you, especially I would say around the third week, making time for yourself. But honestly, it could be beneficial every step of the way, especially for the month of December, especially as you start to take inventory of how you want to move into 2021. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope these messages were helpful to you. Have a wonderful month of December, and we'll see you guys next month. Bye.